What's going on, and welcome back to another less than 5 minute gear review. And in this video we're going to be going over the IDOGEAR zipper strip insert that you can set up on a handful of different Cry Precision plate carriers, to include the AVS that we have here, as well as the CPC and the JPC. And when it comes to the JPC, it is compatible with the Gen 1, 2, and 3 versions of that. And then when it comes to a lot of the other plate carriers that are out on the market, as long as there's an opening up here at the top with Velcro and you have that little bit of an admin pocket, it should fit inside of there. This guy is a little bit smaller than some of the other zippers that I've played around with in the past. So when it comes to those smaller plate carrier profiles and smaller admin pockets, it should still work when it comes down to it. But with that, we're going to talk about the product real quick, do a quick install, and then talk a few little touch points as far as things guys have noticed with these, and then close it out from there. So with that, this guy is going to cost you roughly around 15 bucks. It is going to come in a pack of 2, so you are going to get one for your plate carrier and then a backup, which is always nice in the event that this breaks. And then you do have a couple of different color and camo options. So you can get it in multicam, black, coyote brown, and then OD green. So you do have some options as far as color and camo pattern selection. As far as construction goes, this is actually a pretty impressive product overall. It is pretty well put together. You do have some pretty decent high quality Velcro compared to some of the stuff that I've used here in the past. You do have a little bit of nylon stitched in here at the bottom to help close and connect your front and rear Velcro, and also close everything up and stitch into the zipper itself, so you actually have stop points on that zipper. So that's what those little ends are for. The front side is your loop Velcro, the back side is your hook Velcro. And then for the zippers, I believe these are YKK zippers. I haven't been able to figure that out yet, but they do replace just that standard zipper with ungutted 550 cord, so it is pretty robust and pretty thick. And then they also put some reinforced heat shrink on this as well to help with just the overall integrity or structural integrity of the zipper. So it is a really well put together product when it comes down to it. However, what you might notice is on some of these, you may have some ends right here that are just slightly offset and not like completely flush. You're not going to notice it when it really comes down to it, because it's going to be tucked away inside of that admin pocket. But as you can see here, it is just slightly offset at the bottom. So a little bit of QC stuff here and there when it comes down to it. But overall, this thing does exactly what you need as far as implementing a zipper opening at the top of these plate carriers to reduce that noise portion of that noise and light discipline stuff that guys are concerned about when it comes to Velcro opening up like so. With this, you just have that zipper. So it is a nice feature to add to a lot of the Cry Precision plate carriers and some of the other aftermarket plate carriers that are out there that can accept this. Outside that kind of sums up this little guy. When it comes to the install, this guy is real easy to install. I would recommend installing from the interior of the plate carrier first. So all you're going to do is take that zipper pocket, try and line these pieces of Velcro up as flush as possible. Make sure that's set in there correctly, and then if you want to adjust it up or down, you can always do that. And then from there, you just take that exterior portion and Velcro that into place. When it comes down to it, I would highly recommend that you try and keep that zipper just a little bit above there, because it can catch on the plate carrier depending on which one you have. So having it just a little bit exposed does help. And then, like you can see, once it's fully installed, it'll open up both ways, so you can have those little zipper tabs on either side. You do have a little bit of space on either side of this as well, so you can always tuck those zipper tabs down into one of those openings to get them out of the way. And then if you want to add like a small handheld administrative light or a vest or plate carrier mounted light, you can always run that in one of these little openings on the side. So when it comes to some of the administrative stuff, you can definitely capitalize on those little openings compared to some of the other products that are going to go end to end and be flushed all the way to the end of the plate carrier. So you do have some options when it comes down to that. That kind of sums up the overall for the install though. So a couple of closing thoughts. When it comes to this guy, it's actually pretty impressive overall. A lot of the guys that I work with and my peers within the soft community have been buying a lot of IDOGEAR stuff to see how it competes with Cry Precision and some of the other name brand products or companies that are out there. And this company does a pretty good job, even though they're made in China or out in Vietnam or wherever in the Pacific. And on top of that, the overall quality of these guys has been pretty good. So as far as it being an airsoft kind of product, I would definitely rely on this just because of how well it's performed and how well it's competed against a lot of the other Cry Precision products, as well as some of the other name brand companies that are out there. So with that, some food for thought when it comes down to it. I will be doing a couple other videos on their zipper panels, zipper attachment systems, as well as some of the other products that they have, just that way you guys can kind of see what these guys are all about, seeing that they're a little bit more on the budget friendly side to help kind of open up that left and right limit for you guys to see what companies are out there where you can save a little bit of money but still have a really high performing product when it comes down to it. So with that, if you have any questions, please feel free and leave a comment. We will help you out in any way that we can. And with that, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.